So I have my plastic urn here. This is not too expensive. You can find these at all kinds of garden centers. And I've put a couple of old pieces of floral foam in here. And now I'm going to put just a couple more pieces. I'm going to wedge this in the top. I'm going to cut a couple pieces to wedge down next to them. So now they're wedged in there really tight, but I'm not going to count on that keeping them in. I'm going to take some waterproof anchor tape or waterproof floral tape. I want to wipe this off so there's none of that dust from the floral foam. And I'm going to run it right over the top of my urn. I'm just going to cut that off. And I want a little bit of insurance. So I'm going to cut 2 little pieces and put one right over top on this side and one right over top on this side. So now the top of it will look like this. And the next thing I want to do is I want to take, I don't know about you, but I love these kind of green flocked bunnies. They're not really moss. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to poke these. Don't worry, no bunnies, no actual bunnies were injured in this. And you're going to poke this right down in our bunny's feet. The bunny is up there, I promise. I'm going to push him. But you don't want to push him all the way down in because we're going to fill this with flowers, okay? The floral foam is that these stiff stems will go right in. So I'm just going to start filling this in right around our bunny. And I had quite a bit of wisteria left from some projects I've done in the past. And I'm going to use these to flow right over the edge of our pot. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of our pink and white wisteria all the way around our pot to soften the edge. It's a great thing about the wisteria. Now our bunny's kind of moving back and forth up there, but don't worry. I'm going to take a little white geranium here. I'm going to tuck these underneath his feet so he doesn't wiggle quite so much. And then we're going to finish this off with a really sweet pink and white gingham bow. I think we'll put it right here. We've got a lovely piece that you can set right by your front door to greet guests this holiday season, or you could even put this on your mantle. So let's go take a look at where you can put this and display it for the coming holiday. This would look really pretty right here next to a chair on this little side table, just like that. And here's our little bunny sitting atop his flowers by my front door. But what's even better than one bunny is 2 bunnies greeting us by the front door. So here we are, all decked out for Easter at my house. I hope you like this project and it's something you might want to try this season. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time right here on Hometalk.
First, grab a pool noodle and cut it lengthwise all the way down with a craft knife. Next, grab a broomstick or any other kind of stick and wrap it with wood grain contact paper. After that, tape the halved pool noodle to the top of the stick. Then, wrap the rest of the halved pool noodle around the stick, creating swirls. Create 3 to 4 swirls, taping each section all the way down to the bottom of the stick. If the first half of your pool noodle runs out, tape the other half of the pool noodle to the taped half, creating one continuous halved pool noodle. Place this into a plastic pot. Cut down the stick to the desired height if necessary. Wrap any excess of the pool noodle into the bottom of the pot so it's sturdy. If the pot feels unstable, add some weight in the bottom using bricks or books. After that, hot glue moss to all sides of the pool noodle so you can't see any part of the noodle. If you want a twinkly look, wrap your topiary with some fairy lights or keep it bare if you want a more natural look. Have a pool noodle and some contact paper left? You can make this. Begin by grabbing your noodle and a miter box and determining what size of frame you would like to make. Measure 2 inches down from the top of the miter box and mark it. It is very easy for your noodle to roll when cutting, so these lines will act as a reference point to keep your noodle straight. Continue marking 2 inches down across the entire length of your pool noodle. You will be cutting 4 different pieces to create a photo frame. Each piece will have angle cuts on either end. On the first end, cut a 45-degree angle. After that, slide your noodle down and mark another 45-degree angle cut going in the opposite direction. Continue doing this until you have 4 pieces to form the photo frame. Please note, if you are making a larger frame, you may need to use more than one pool noodle. Next, cut a piece of contact paper large enough to wrap around your first noodle piece. Roll and stick the piece of contact paper around your first piece. Be sure to flatten out any bubbles or wrinkles as you go along. After that, cut around the ends of your first piece. Leave a small amount of overhang, about half a centimeter, so the contact paper hides the pool noodle when all of your pieces are glued together. Grab a hot glue gun and carefully glue your pieces together. These pool noodle frames have some major thickness to them, so I chose to tape my photo to the backing of the frame using tape. If you are feeling more adventurous, you can play around with wedging the photo within the middle of the frame. If it's the right size, it should stay well. After you've added your photo in the frame, flip it over and view your beautiful finished product. These are so lightweight and easy to handle. For hanging, you can poke a hole right into the backing of your frame and hang it on a nail in the wall. Or, if you'd like a more damage-free option, you can use command hooks. I hope this inspires you to think outside the box in your home.